Hi, my name is Patricia Potts, and I'm one of the authors of the book Our Journey from Darkness to Light, How 15 Women Chose Strength Over Weakness. And I want to share with you one of the techniques in the book that I used last week, a couple weeks ago, and that really helped me with my feelings of overwhelmed. So here we go. We'll just jump into it. It's found on page 1 in Our Journey from Darkness to Light. So it was I had taken my nap, which is something I pretty much have to do every day. So it was about 1 o'clock, and our activity started at 6. So that equaled 5 hours. I had 5 hours, and during that 5 hours, I felt like I needed to pack because we were leaving early the next morning on a trip. And so I figured that packing was going to take me a couple of hours. I have a lot of medical things that I have to pack. And shopping, that would take a couple hours to get there and get back. Well, maybe an hour and a half. So for me, I put slashes for 1 hour and dots for the 15 minutes things. My body, so I have dysautonomia, so I have to be down, putting my legs up about every hour. So I can be up for about an hour, and then I have to put my legs up. I have to, eat, and there's just things that I have to do. So during a 5-hour period of time, it takes me about 15 minutes to 20 minutes per hour to do all of these things. So that would be in 5 hours time, then that would be at least an hour, probably an hour and 15 minutes. I attend a recovery support group that I absolutely love on Mondays that just lasts for an hour, but man, it gives me the strength to go the rest of the week. And also, we were going to have pizza, so the pizza needed to be picked up. So it needed to be ordered and picked up, and so that would be another hour to do that. So then I added all this up. Oh, and I always figure that there's going to be things that I don't expect, phone calls or this or that's just going to happen, about 15 minutes every hour. So again, that would be an hour and 15 minutes. So then I added it all up, and it came to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours and 15 minutes. Well, 8 hours and 15 minutes. That says 8:15. 8 hours and 15 minutes. But guess what? I only had 5 hours. So no wonder I was feeling so much pressure, and I needed to do this exercise to depressurize, because one of this dysautonomia that I have, if I'm stressed, that can bring on physical problems too. So I had to relook at this at that point, and with prayer, I wondered how I was going to handle this. So I decided, as I looked at this list, I decided that for that week, I would just not be able to go to my support group, and I could go to a recovery support group later, because they have like 20 to choose from every week. And if anybody's interested in that, you could email me, and I could send you that information. And by the way, my email address is my name, Patricia Potts 222 at gmail.com. Okay. So anyway, so I decided that for that Monday, it just wasn't going to work. And then I decided that I asked Dan, my husband, if he could pick up the pizza, which he happily agreed to. So I was able to change that. And I realized that at that point I was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 15 minutes, but I only had 5 hours So I once again went back to this, and I decided that I didn't need to do the shopping because we could do the shopping in our Midvale home. So I took that off, and that made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 15 minutes. So that was much more doable. This exercise is one that I don't use every day, but when I'm feeling really overwhelmed, it really, really helps me, especially when it's coupled with prayer, to help me to know what I need to do to, find a balance and choose the better part of what I needed to do. So I hope that that's been helpful to you. It really does help me when I get in those spots, when I feel kind of like I'm, cornered and the pressure's on. So that is the depressurizing technique on page 113 of our Journey from Darkness to Light. I hope you enjoyed that and it's helpful to you. Thanks for listening. Bye.